The Endless War, Israel's global footprint of fire and genocide. For 77 years, the world has watched the same tragedy unfold, from the ruins of Gaza to the deserts of Yemen, from the hills of Lebanon to the corridors of power in Africa. What began in 1948 as a conflict for survival has transformed into a machinery of domination, fueled by impunity, supported by Western powers, and covered under the deceitful language of security. 1. The Gaza genocide, the core of the tragedy. Gaza has become a living cemetery. Over 40,000 civilians killed, entire families erased, and cities flattened beyond recognition. Israel calls it defense, the world sees it for what it is, genocide. Hospitals bombed, journalists executed, aid convoys destroyed, all in broad daylight. The war against Gaza is not simply a battle between two forces. It is a systematic annihilation of a people denied the right to exist. It is the 77-year war against Palestine, a war that began with the Nakba and never ended. 2. Iran, flames across the desert. In April 2024, Iran struck Israel with drones and missiles. Israel retaliated with strikes inside Iran, the first direct confrontation in decades. By October, the conflict reignited with another Iranian missile wave and a devastating Israeli counterstrike that killed hundreds. A ceasefire was announced in June 2025, but the explosions never truly stopped. The region remains one spark away from an inferno. 3. Lebanon, the border of blood. In October 2024, Israel launched a massive invasion into southern Lebanon under the pretext of neutralizing Hezbollah. The operation lasted 60 days, leaving behind destroyed villages and thousands displaced. A ceasefire signed on November 27, 2024, has done little. Airstrikes, assassinations, and drone incursions continue, each one another violation of Lebanon's sovereignty. 4. Syria, occupation under a new name. When the Assad regime fell in December 2024, Israel moved quickly, invading parts of the buffer zone near the Golan Heights. Officially, it was to prevent weapons from reaching extremists. In reality, it was expansion, the quiet continuation of occupation. Syrian villages along the border were bombed and emptied. The war may have shifted borders, but Israel's ambitions remain the same. 5. Yemen, the distant battlefield. Israel's war machine reached even Yemen. In retaliation for Houthi drone and missile attacks that struck near Ben Gurion Airport in May 2025, Israel bombed Yemeni territory, killing dozens. It was another example of Israel projecting its military might far beyond its borders, enforcing silence through destruction. 6. Qatar, no sanctuary left. In September 2025, Israel bombed what it called a Hamas command compound in Qatar, killing several people. For the first time, the war reached a country that had acted as a mediator. Qatar condemned the strike as a violation of sovereignty, but Israel called it self-defense. The pattern repeats, Israel attacks, and the world shrugs. 7. Africa, the hidden front. While the world looks at Gaza, Israel's shadow spreads across Africa. Arms, intelligence, and money flow to regimes and militias, from Sudan to Congo, from Ethiopia to Mozambique. Each weapon shipped, each alliance forged, strengthens Israel's reach and deepens Africa's wounds. Genocide, resource plunder, and endless wars, the same hands that destroy Gaza supply the guns that silence Africa. 8. The Western silence, the real enemy. None of this would be possible without the shield of the West. Billions in aid, weapons, and diplomatic cover. The United States, the European Union, the UK, Australia, all complicit in maintaining a global system where one state can commit genocide and still call itself a democracy. They call for peace while financing destruction. They speak of law while protecting war criminals. Their hypocrisy is the oxygen that keeps the fire alive. 9. The verdict of history. The world once said, never again, after the Holocaust. Yet today, we are watching another genocide unfold, live, documented, undeniable. Israel has become what it once vowed to fight against, an oppressor, an occupier, a nation that believes its suffering gives it the right to inflict suffering on others. Palestine's cry is not just about land, it's about dignity, justice, and truth. The war that began in 1948 continues to burn, not only in Gaza but across continents, fed by the same arrogance, the same impunity, and the same indifference. 10. The world must speak. If humanity remains silent, history will not forgive. From the ashes of Gaza to the deserts of Yemen, from Beirut's ruins to the starving fields of Sudan, the message is the same: genocide anywhere is a crime everywhere. It's time to call it by its name. It's time to stop the war that never ends. It's time to end the age of impunity.